Hi, everybody. Welcome to the show and welcome back to my friend Loretta from Mother's Tarot. So happy to have you here, Loretta. Yeah. And I love your haircut. It's just adorable. It's really
you.
Yeah. So those of you who do not know, and BJ's already here. And those of you who don't already know, Loretta also lives in Washington State. And although we have not met up yet, she doesn't really live that far away from me, maybe about an hour and a half, maybe, depending on traffic. Yeah. But she lives in a really cool place. Yeah. So we're going to do a couple of things today. The first thing, and I want to wait till a few more people get in, so I'll say hello to everybody. We'll do some readings for you if you're interested in a little while. But Loretta has some information to give us, and also wants to talk about a new deck that she put together and a wonderful tarot learning experience that she's going to talk about. But I'm going to put it a little deeper in so people won't lose the first part of this. So
we'll start with the cards first. And
sure.
And I'll do my little intro to say who I am too.
Excellent. Excellent. That's wonderful. So BJ's here and Donna Marie is here. Old Silver, Tamer, Ken Pollitt, and Michelle and Edward. Yes. And it's wonderful to see all of you already here this morning. And I hope you're having a beautiful day. Hope you're having a beautiful day.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So Loretta, let's just talk a little bit about, hi, Akila. Let's just talk about your, we've talked about this before. You've been on my show a few times and you have interest in extraterrestrials, tarot. And so your background is esoteric, so to speak.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I would say.
Yeah. So you've been around doing this for a number of years, probably about as many as myself. Not necessarily here, but she does have her own channel at Mother's Tarot. So if you haven't, go over and check it out, please. Hi, Magic by Moonlight. I love that name. That's wonderful.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and start talking about your tarot deck and when will it be available for people to get if they are interested?
Okay, because that's up in the air right at the moment.
Okay.
But first I'm going to lead in with my intro. Okay. So I had a gal say to me once, I was on her show, well, why should anybody go to your channel? So I'm going to tell you who I am. Hello, welcome. My name is Loretta Ann, and I've come to understand after a lifetime of quiet listening that I walk between realms, between worlds, not as a psychic, not as a seer, but as something rarer, a medium of memory, feeling, and ancestral presence. Messages don't shout their way to me. They arrive like a breeze that won't leave the room. A phrase that echoes too many times to be a coincidence, a knowing that lands before words ever form. My mother's tarot is a space born from lineage, my own, and the collective threads we all carry. Here I share readings shaped by intuition, soul work, and the language of archetype. My goal is not to predict your future, it's to hold space for you to recognize your own inner truth when it rises to meet you. You won't find theatrics here, but you may find yourself, and I welcome you. Let's go.
That is so poetic. I absolutely love that, Loretta. There could be nothing better than your authenticity at this point. Thank you so very much for that. Yes, I love it. Everyone loves that.
Yeah, that's what it's all about. The authenticity of it, and when it lands, it lands.
That's correct. That's why, although we all aren't everybody's cup of tea, we all have something different. We have something different to share. And I find that, and the same way with us that have channels, we feel the same way. Like we can connect with other people and learn from them as well, because we're still learning.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And I am a frequency and an energy that not everyone can relate to. So, and that's okay, because that means you're not for me and I'm not for you, and you just tootle on, change.
Tootle on, yeah. So BJ said, that's why we love you so much. And old Silva says she resonates. All right.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah. BJ and Cosmic Avian has really become, the three of us have become quite tight. So
that's awesome.
I love her to death. Yeah.
That's awesome.
So this started out, I'm on my third prototype. And I did see one card. I thought, oh, I'm going to have to do this again. But the first design on the back of the card, you know, this is all off of Canva. So this is Canva's images and stuff. And then after I ordered this, that's when it realized, see, I thought I could use anything on Canva, but I can't. So, and by this second prototype, I'm working more with CP, and some of the images that we created. This was the second backside of the card, the second deck, and this is the third one. And I think I'm going to stay with this one. I like it.
It's very nice. I love the eye.
That's the Horus. Eye of Horus.
The Eye of Horus. Yes.
Yeah, the one version. And then on the back, I don't have booklets because it's a learning deck.
Yes.
You know, it's got, like, it's got all the text and everything, the planets, the suit.
Is it just mostly, it's not reversed though? You don't have reversed?
No, I didn't do reversals. You know,
that's fine.
I mean, because people can do reversals without having text on it.
That's right.
You know, so yeah. And so, but I did do an information card in it.
Okay.
And it says the consultant tarot leans into the mysterious personalities and characters of the court cards and their energy into the pip cards. Designed by Loretta Ann, 21st century eclectic vision. Spirit guides will step over our free will when it comes to our soul's path from the land in between in 2025 North America, because that's how I feel about it right
Sure.
So
I love it.
But,
I totally love it.
Yeah, the thing is these images I created working with AI. You know, I would feed in, I would tell AI, this is my image, you know, and please create it. And these will never be redone again, because what I've come to learn about AI is it grows and it's ever changing, and I will never get this art back again.
Well,
you know,
yeah,
it's
I
kind of
agree
sad.
with you. Yeah.
I really bonded with this one. But it's and also working with AI, it wouldn't even do as much of his mean face, you know, not even a scowl.
Really?
You know? Yeah. So the swords, I had to think outside the box, you know, and how to present this. And the wands, they were just awful at doing the wands. So there was a lot of out of the box thinking, but it created, you know, and what it confirmed for me, you know, with what we've been going through over the winter and up to present time, with the planets all going into a new house. All right. We have a new consciousness in the universe, and that consciousness is dragging us forward, whether we want to go or not. We're going.
Yep.
And there's a new consciousness. There's a new way of thinking coming in. And what we are being told, at least I'm being told, that the programming from here up is corrupt. It's going by the wayside. And we are going to learn. And I confirmed this with my granddaughter, because my great-granddaughter just turned 10 years old. And what they are teaching her in school is no longer are they teaching stranger danger. They are teaching the children to check in with their heart intelligence, with their body intelligence, their gut, to form them and guide them. This is fantastic.
Are they here in Washington?
Yeah.
Well, that's why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, that's absolutely one reason why. But yeah, I was so thrilled to hear this.
Yes.
And
yes.
but that's where we're going in the future. We're not going to be listening to this crap here. We're going to listen to our heart intelligence and our gut intelligence, our body intelligence will never. And I was just talking to some friends of mine that gave me a ride to my doctor appointment, and they had taken off for a few days, and they have a cat they had to have their daughter, one of the relatives take care of. Both of them got up that morning feeling that it was a mistake. They shouldn't do it. They needed to figure something else up for the cat. Their body told them this. Their heart told them this, and they ignored it. The cat died. Accident, broken back. So this is what I'm saying is that this is where we're going. So I just love it. But I want to show you, and it wouldn't do skeletons either. So here's the death card. Okay. 2-door roses piled up on there, and there's a special spiritual meeting. That the tower, there was no way. So I just fed in what this human would be feeling, and there we go.
Sure.
And but the 5 of Wands just blew me away. Just blew me away. Because there's no way they were gonna give me something with like a struggle type thing.
Right.
And this is what I got.
Ooh,
conflict energy.
Yeah.
Isn't that beautiful? I added stick ones in there, but oh my God, it just blew me away. I'm gonna have to tell you about that one too.
Yeah.
But the 8 of Wands are absolutely something else. I'm gonna try to find it here real quick, because it is not. It's not a traditional deck. I mean, with the images are not traditional. The devil is another one. Okay.
Yeah.
Here we go. This is the devil.
Ooh.
You see, materialism is at the heart of that.
Yes. Yeah.
And my friends said they're not woo-woo at all. I showed him this card, and he goes, "It looks like a pair of lungs." I said, "It does, doesn't it?"
It does. Yes.
Yeah. So and also the Hangman. I couldn't get the Hangman, just wouldn't. And so this is what someone would look like, just kind of
trying to make a decision. Yeah.
Going within, like what was and the 8 of Wands. Oh my God, this one blew me away. It really did, because it would not do the swords. So
8 of Swords. 8 of Swords. Yeah. Not one. Yeah.
What the human was feeling, and that's what I just loved it. And so, but I gotta find the 8 of Wands for you. It's just, the 5 of Swords is another one. We got this character. I think his essence come out pretty good.
Looks like Elliot Ness, right? Elliot Ness,
the old hats and all that. And I was really impressed with how the 7 of Cups came out. I really like it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous.
Yeah. And the Magician. It was dark, and then I removed the dark background. And are you okay? Okay. And so
I've got a sick dog. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Oh, it's okay. But anyway, that's the Magician, and I really was thrilled with it. Okay, I dropped some cards. Just a second. All right. See which one. Yeah. So I probably should pull these out earlier. Oh, and the Ace of Swords is another one I revamped. And again, this goes back to future thinking, the corrupt programming, neck up. 10 of Swords was another one. We had to go with the feeling,
Mm-hmm.
So, and I love the way I've got really good feedback on the 3 of Cups.
Oh, that's great. Yeah.
Isn't that pretty?
I love that they have the gold cups. I mean, you have color in there. Really highlight.
It's not a color, but there's a splash throughout, and I think it really. I don't know. I love it. This is the 8 of. Is that the 8 of Wands?
Mm-hmm.
It's very, but the essence, everything is there.
Yeah.
But it's futuristic, Yeah.
And, so I just want to mention to Linda and a few other people, you can put in if you'd like a reading after Loretta's done, but she's showing us her deck she made that she worked with AI. This is her 3rd deck that she's come up with. They won't let her put in any negative cards, and that's why she's showing us what she got from her information.
Yeah, the Unseen Realm. They downloaded this, and these are the last 2 I showed you right at the moment, and we can talk. But Temperance, balancing elements. This is.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Is that a cloud looking like a person in the left corner?
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And that's, I don't know if it's a cloud so much, but it's there, And the Wheel of Fortune, my God, I can lose myself in this one just looking at it, because there's people standing all around, and on the landing below it. And there's all kinds of images. There's 16 sections in it. And I was aghast. I just love it. So anyway, and one of the, in Rider-Waite, they're 6 of Pentacles. So just so everybody knows, the 6 of Pentacles, I got a real angst with Rider-Waite. And if you look at that card and you see the rich man dropping the coins, right, into the hands. Well, the hands are separated like this. They're not cupped to catch it.
Yep.
And you can see, I see those coins are like this far up. They're dropping to the ground. So the beggar has got to go into the dirt where the rich man believes he belongs and dig around for the coins.
Wow.
And so this is my 6 of Pentacles. Yeah.
Ooh. That looks like anonymous.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but it's more of the truth,
Oh, absolutely.
I
love it.
Yeah. Yeah. I did. I like that one. So, but anyway, that's some of them, and that's how they're going.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Jaria Zainab, we are going to be doing readings in a little while. I can't type it in because you're on Loretta's channel, which is fine, but you wouldn't see it if I typed it in. So just hang on.
Okay.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah. Let me see if I can. I wonder do I need to pull my phone up and get my channel on so I can communicate with them? Does that work?
It does, but you want to make sure that that you don't have your sound on, or else.
Yeah. I was thinking something like that was going to mess it up.
Yeah.
So I've always got it on vibrate anyway, so it should be good.
Okay.
All right.
So yeah.
That's
so
good.
they're
Anyway,
beautiful, and some people are asking already if they could have a reading from those cards. So there you go. Yeah. There you go. Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, so I thought, and I had gone into, I was mentioning to you that I had this wild energy field swing. I'd gone into 5 days of just, I don't know, madness or something. And I came out of it and this fog, and I had all the court cards created. So, and I remember looking at this and I'm thinking, am I going to be able to finish this? And inside, yes, you will. So, yeah.
Wow,
And
that's
then,
awesome.
so okay, I'm tripping along on this, getting all refined and everything going and perfect as I can do. And I'm gifted. I'm going to be doing a workshop. I didn't expect to be doing a workshop, but evidently this is to get me to do a workshop about healing our inner selves. Now, I don't know if everybody knows about compartmentalized psyche selves, inner selves. Children that go through trauma, they compartmentalize that trauma. And I had an experience with this over 25 years ago when I was not any kind of woohoo or nothing like that. But a gal I had grown up with who finally found me, she gave me a workbook. Well, a book along with the workbook. They were hardback. They were like this thick. I mean, they were big. And because she grew up a quarter mile down the road and she was 2 grades ahead of me. Her stepbrother was in my class. Her older sister is babysat. So, but she found me after she left, like the day after she graduated from high school. She had a recruiter pick her up. And so after 20 years, something like that, she found me. And she gave me this book. She goes, I know you need healing. This healed me. So here, this is for you. So I was reading it. And at the time I was working for a temp agency and I was on my way to work one morning and to the Tacoma docks. I was working in the booths where the big semis come through with their loads. And so I'm on my way, and on the radio, I've got a country music channel on, and they're got a marathon going, raising money for abused and neglected children. And so the DJ's got in at somebody else there, and they're having conversations in between and promoting and all that. And suddenly, in my right ear, I hear, I have an infant baby, like younger than 2 months, because you can tell the volume. If you've been a mom, been around, there's, the change. So I figured 2 months max, younger, just crying. And at first I felt shocked. And then I gathered myself. I remembered the book and what I had read, and I comforted my baby self and got her calmed down and everything. I also got rid of that book and that workbook. It scared the living bejesus out of me. And
blame you.
But that's when I realized, and that's when I learned, and that's when I started giving it my attention about the inner littles in me. I call them my littles, and so I've been working with them a long time, but I'm on our own time frame, and without knowing anything,
That's beautiful. I love that.
Yeah. So that's so that all of this it coalesced and born, and that's why the workshops go. So,
yeah. So this workshop is going to be on Zoom on July 13th, correct?
Well, the workshop is in August. The introduction, the free seminar is July 13th. I have come to understand. It's a workshop for inner healing. And I have posted an announcement on my channel under the post page, and I give you the Zoom ID and the Zoom passcode to attend. And it starts at 11 o'clock Pacific, July 13th. And so noon Mountain, 1 Central, 2 Eastern. Okay. And it's on Sunday, July 13th. So,
So the first introduction is free. just to find out about what you're going to be doing?
Yeah, you know, that's what I'm going to tell them about. I'll tell them about my baby me, how I stumbled into all this. And I've got a narrative all typed up. So, yeah,
Awesome.
to introduce it all. Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. And so in August, when will just so that it's
Sunday. The first Sunday of August. Yeah, I think it's the 3rd. And then the last Sunday in August is Labor Day. So we end it the 2nd Sunday in September.
Okay.
I think that's how it works out.
2nd in September on a Sunday.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's just good to know that are planning. Yeah, Annie Bear is here. That's awesome. So yes, hopefully, and I think a lot of people will be watching later. And so please go over to Mother's Tarot. You'll find the information on Loretta's page and her post page. And if you have any questions for her, her email is, of course, in there as well, I would assume.
motherstarot@gmail.com.
At Gmail. Very easy.
Yeah, mother with an S and then Tarot, TAROT @gmail.com.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So thanks, Denise Fletcher. Yeah. So,
Denise.
yeah. So we're going to go ahead and do a few readings, and they would love you to use your deck, and I don't have it, so I'm going to use whatever I have, but that's fine.
Oh, and to ask the answer also before we keep going about the availability. I'm going to be putting an order in, but I had a setback because I had a medical thing I got to take care of. So that hit my pocketbook. And so I'm hoping with the workshop, I can make back enough where I can put a decent order in, because I'm going to have to put an order in of at least 50 in order to, so I can let go of it at a decent price, you know.
Sure.
As it is now, I've got 140 into this one alone, and if I were to sell them right now, I couldn't sell them for less than 75. I'd make maybe $12 off of it. So I'm gonna go and I'm gonna do the workshops, and so I'm hoping maybe in October, you know, I will have had everything straightened back out so I can put the order in and get them out. So
I love it. I do. And in the meantime, you can be using it when you're doing readings so people can see it as you go along.
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome. Thank you, Annie Bear. She wasn't too bothered by fireworks just yet, but she's having a bad day. So we're giving her some Lasix and some painkillers. I've never had it. She's going to be 13, but she ended up with mammary cancer, and then it metastasized. We're hoping that she can pass here at home. And so I don't want her to be uncomfortable, you know, while she's going through it. But I've always been the one that had to choose when they go, and I don't like that responsibility.
No, I know. Yeah.
Anyway, thanks, Annie. We're hanging in there. Thank you so much. All right. So I think we're at the half-hour mark. So I think probably we've got enough questions at this point. We've got 7.
Okay.
And then we can at the end do a collective reading for the collective group. And so that should probably carry us to the top of the hour. So from your channel, 2 new subscribers. She wants to know if Sir Sami has current feelings for her.
Oh, for some feelings for her. Jaria, gonna be. All right.
Thank you for waiting, Jaria.
Yes. I'm glad you're here. Thank you for subscribing.
Yes. We're always appreciative.
Yeah. Let's see.
This is personal one. Trying to find the right deck. All right, here it is. choice.
We got the star card for you, Zami. That's a yes.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
There's hope there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's see what I got for you. Okay, Kim. No problem. Oh, and what I have for you is a choice will be made.
Yeah.
So I think that he may be waiting for you to say something. And he maybe will say something, but he's kind of waiting to see if you feel the same way about him or her. I don't know if that's a man or a woman, but I'm assuming it's a man. So, yeah, I love this. And look at the butterflies. It's like you've got magic all around. Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Awesome.
Yeah. All right.
Then we have Michelle, a general reading.
Okay. Michelle Krantz. Okay. All right. Do a little quick 6-card cross.
Thanks, everybody, for joining us here today and learning about Loretta's new deck. And yeah. Yes, Miss Sherlock, you're in there. Yeah. Thank you, dear. Michelle, this may be answering a question that you've been asking for a long time. What I have for you is that you're going to soon have a success to celebrate. And this is a man card. I have here that a reconnection from the past may occur. Somebody that you knew in the past that you probably haven't been in touch with for a long time. All right, baby, take it easy there. All right. And look what I get next, love and connection. It's like, ooh, you guys make a kind of a connection with each other. And it says here, friendship. So I think you were friends before, and maybe this is the foundation, or this person will be a friend first, and this will be the foundation for a new relationship. That's what I think, anyway. All right.
Okay. Well, that's good. Okay. I got something I'm totally different. I'm looking at here.
Okay.
Okay. So at the root of it, I'm looking at the tower.
Okay.
Okay. So some kind of blessing or something. Awakening, some kind of sudden change is at the root.
Mm-hmm.
And in the thoughts, we've got the 5 of Pentacles, uncertainty.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know what's going on, but this card's coming up. The situation at the center of this, the first card out was Temperance. So it would appear there's some balancing going on, you know, that you're dealing with. And the cross of it is a questionable character.
Okay.
Some kind of strategy or deception is crossing the balancing elements of the situation. Maybe you've got, and then the past energy, in the past position, we've got the Ace of Swords, which speaks to there's new and clear ideas, but it's also it's probably clarifying some kind of new conflict, considering you got the 5 of Pentacles in the conscious position in the mind. Looking at this from a position of balancing. So you seem to be balancing and there's a questionable character, some kind of strategy they got on their mind, and at the root of it is some type of awakening or sudden change. So, but in the future, we got sunshine. So,
Well,
it all looks very, but
she recently, within the last 6 months, she lost her dad, who she was his caregiver. And then she can't decide whether to move or not, sell the house, all that stuff. And she also was asking earlier about possible love connection with somebody. So she's kind of going through that transitory situation. But
so that explains this guy.
Yeah.
And I don't know, but this is up here. So yeah. Anyway, I hope that helped.
Yeah. Thank you for using the cards too. That's wonderful. Garnet, it's good to see you. All right. You're welcome, Michelle. All right. So Donna Marie, who also is a reader and lives in BC, Loretta, if you ever want to reach out to her.
BC?
Yeah, she lives in BC, yes. And she finds the cards very interesting as well. So yeah. All right. Thank you, Donna Marie.
Okay. So we're going to give Donna Marie a little reading. All right.
Yeah. We've got people in here that have channels, and we appreciate you being here, Denise and Donna and Annie. And Yep.
All right.
Just as we're sitting here, I'm wondering how everybody is feeling with the sunstorm and the sun flares energy, because I'm still feeling it today. It's in my hands. And I have no idea. He says, "Oh, you slept on funny," and maybe I did, but it's weird. It shifts around that soul.
Have you heard? Well, change the subject. Have you heard about the architect?
The architect.
Okay, I'm going to send you a video. Okay.
All right. So, Donna Marie, I shuffled things, but you got the love and connection card too. And I think it's that you're doing what you love when you have that possibility, because it is hard for people like you and I, when we work full time, to dedicate ourselves to what we really love. And so, you're holding this close to your heart, and I love that. And look at this. It says things are going to go in your favor.
All right.
I love that.
Is that her everyday deck? I've got the political. Yeah, I've got the predictions deck. That's the.
Yeah. Oh, this is the personal predictions deck of Trish James. Yeah.
All right.
But my favorite one is the governance one for readings.
Oh, I haven't seen that one yet.
Yeah, that's a fairly new one. Yeah. The next one, Donna, is a renewed passion. I mean, beautiful for your channel if this is what it is, unless it's something else, like you may have renewed your passion for collecting seashells. I don't know. See what I mean? And then finally it says, because you move into joy. Joy is the dance of the soul. They're saying enjoy every single moment of it. I love this. It's almost as if you're out on the beach free and looking behind you are the mountains and all the beautiful hearts in the sky, the butterflies. Awesome. Thanks, Donna.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Ready for me now? Okay, I've got the first card out was the Knight of Pentacles. This is a very purposeful meaning here. A person or an energy. It's very purposeful and readied. Crossing that is the Two of Wands. So to do with planning, aspirations. So we got a slow mover. I don't know if this is a person or just an energy that you're working with. And then the challenge for it is the planning, the cooperation, the choices. At the root of it, we've got the King of Wands, who's a visionary. He's a deal maker, a skeptic. He's brash. He's quick-tempered.
Ooh, looks like Santa.
Yeah. I call this one my Lou Grant.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, that's who he reminds me of. You know, old black quick hair and more. Yeah. And then going in what in the world? Hold on. There. And then in the past, we've got the Hermit. So pursuing inner knowledge, seeking inner wisdom. Yeah. So that's in the past position. In the overhead, in the mind, the thought region, you've got free spirit. We've got Page of Wands. We've got the Page of Wands here. Yeah. And she is a free little spirit. She's a high achiever. She could bring information or news, and she has a dynamic personality and explores the unknown. So that's what's in the upper sphere. In the future position, we have the Page of Cups. So message and news should be coming in. So,
awesome.
Yeah. But that's what, do any of that resonate? I mean,
I'm not sure. She works and she listens when she can. That's why I didn't ask her if she was here. She may have been called, but she'll come back and listen. I'm sure. Yeah. And I have to put this up because it's so kind. Carl says, lovely hair. You look younger and chic. Isn't that nice? Yeah.
Oh, thanks, Carl. You're so sweet.
I know it.
He's good.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, it's good to see you, Carl. Yeah, you love the Lou Grant character. Yeah, I agree. He was a great character on Mary Tyler Moore. Yeah.
Yeah.
You were admiring her hair too. I agree with you. It really, it's summery. It's it's just
I got lucky today. That's what it is.
I know what you mean. Sometimes I'll be, how am I going to ever go on with my hair all fuzz?
Where's my hat?
Yes, absolutely. Thank you, Hinda. That's so kind of you.
Thank you, Carl. Hinda.
Yeah, Carl, that was very nice of you. All right, so we have Tamer, then we have Linda Bishop, and then Miss Sherlock. So just letting you know. A reading for Tamer. Okay.
All right.
Thank you. If you came in late, please make sure to go back and listen, or go at least over to Loretta's channel, where she talks about healing through the tarot. Really, is going to be a workshop she's going to have, and she's giving a free information session on July 13th and on Zoom. So I think you'd be really, I think I need to go. So I got it on my calendar.
Oh, I'm glad. Thank you. Yeah. Because,
we all need to.
Yeah. We could all benefit from it. And there's, and especially with what we are all dealing with outside of our front doors and on the TV. And
yeah. And you can use any tarot deck. Loretta says, for this workshop. So you wouldn't, need to, because she's hoping to get this out by October or so, if she can. Yeah. A general one, Tamer. Okay. Thank you. First card I get for you is that some changes are coming for you. I love the butterfly right there at your third eye. Something's opening up for you and moving you ahead. It will also fix a problem that you may be having right now. So, problems are opportunities for us to work on something. So whatever it is that you're needing to work on, it's going to be there for you. The next one is that it's saying it may end up being very fast. It's like the quickest way to get you there was to bring you through this problem in order to get to the other. It's kind of like the tower moment that Loretta was speaking about. You know, it's all of a sudden, but at the same time, the problem becomes solved because there's no more of what that problem was anymore. And finally, it says, bravery, face the unknown with bravery and trust the steps that take you to your. And that is definitely needed for all of us right now. We need to stand up and be brave in our personal lives and in our cultural lives. So thank you. You're going to move. Okay, dear. Well, there you go.
Okay, now I got the Hermit, his first card out. So there's some soul searching going on. All right. And the challenge that I have on that is the Eight of Wands. All right.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're talking communication, clarity of thought, progressive action, resoluteness in action, you know, your perspective, possibly air travel. And at the root of it, we've got the Chariot. She brings momentum. And she's got control and direction and willpower, transportation. So this is at the root of the Hermit coming out and the challenge showing up as the Eight of Wands. Okay. And going by the wayside in the past, we've got the Four of Pentacles. So that's about your security, stability, control, frugality, and in the thought process, what's in the thoughts is the Nine of Wands, where your resilience, defensive, protective, test of faith is on the mind and prepared for battle. And in the future position, we have the Seven of Pentacles looking at what you've got, your harvest, and reflection, and physical responsibility, assessment of goods, and return on your investment. So, and then the shadow card on that is King of Wands, the Lou Grant. You know, visionary and
funny, girl.
Yeah, I like that. So you got
Carl
a lot
says Four of Pentacles looks like an angry Hugh Jackman.
Yeah.
That's good, Carl. I like that.
I like it too.
Yeah.
So did
right.
that resonate with you, Tamara?
She said it was a surprise. What you read was a surprise. She said that's a surprise. Yeah. Okay. We'll have to see how it comes out, though, you know?
Yeah,
Sometimes we're not aware of things that are happening around us. And when we ask for a general reading, we get different readings from each other, but each one kind of connect to each other. So
yeah, you and Val pulled cards for me one time, and I thought, no, nothing. No, man, I'm gold.
Yeah, I don't get that.
Yeah. 36 hours later, I'm right in the middle of them. Oh my God. And the universe hit me with the memory of Aley and Val doing the reading for me, and I was right in the middle of what the hell they were telling me. So,
wow. Yeah. And sometimes those things can be averted. I mean, this is what the cards say for right now, but not necessarily for tomorrow.
Yeah. But then also when it comes up, you know, then you it's like you're connected and then you're kind of more equipped to deal with whatever that energy is. So.
Yep. I agree with you. Yep. All right. So Miss Linda lives in an a bus in Texas, in the Texas heat with no AC.
Oh.
And she is hoping to, quote, escape from there at some point.
Yeah. You're a nomad, Linda, right? Living as a nomad? I love it.
She's been there a while, but yeah. But I've read, I am on Blue Sky. I don't know if you are, but you know how many people I've read their postings every single day say that they're moving out of red states to Seattle.
Really?
Yes. And they're like,
Wow.
oh, it's wonderful here. We love it here. I'm from Iowa. I'm from Texas. I'm from
But also
Arizona.
we got the opposite going on too with the people that resonate with the felon. They're fleeing.
That's correct.
State.
That's correct. Yeah.
I'm okay with
so it'd be fine with me. Of course, I wouldn't have a problem with us being Pacifica, the Canadian,
Yeah, me too. In fact, I called the governor's office twice.
Oh, you did?
Oh,
Yep.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good for you.
Yeah, you need to talk to Canada, man. We can be absorbed there. They're our friends.
Oh, I would love
it.
Yep. We would get all the insurances that we need. And anyway, I don't think it's going to happen, but I'm amenable to it. And let the people that don't like it move out. That's fine. Yeah.
I was wondering if, Linda, have you heard of Bob Wells? I think Bob Wells is. He's got a channel. He started his life living in the back of a box truck in Alaska for 10 years.
Oh, wow.
While his kids, finished growing up, and then he headed out. But in order to pay child support and they could live at home and, and all that, he didn't gripe about it. He just friggin' did what he needed to do.
Yep.
I think the world, but he has some great idea. Well, he shows and demonstrates. The latest one was a generator, and to help run things, keep you cool and keep you going.
There you go. There you go. Donna Marie is back here saying it was spot on. Her channel's her passion, and she's diligent in making time to do what she loves. So it did resonate. So there you go. Yeah. All right. And Linda, you're still here. That's great. Carl is 3 short of getting 200 subscribers on his channel. And for those who loves cats and dogs. So there you go. Yeah.
Is that Carl Hennis? Is that who you're reading?
Carl Heese, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And Jay Cat Lady, how are you, sweetheart? It's good to see you. Hi, Charlie. Those of you who came in really late, Loretta has a deck that she has made. And if you check on her channel, she'll talk a little bit about that in a workshop she's doing, just so you know. It'll be a lot of fun. Yeah. She's not a nomad. She just lives as cheap as possible. She's had a lot. Got 1 dog, 2 chickens. Okay. Awesome.
All right.
Awesome.
Bless
she
you.
does know about Baldwin. She's a millionaire now. She says, yeah. Yep. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Are we reading for Linda? Is that what
yes,
we're
we're reading for Linda. Yep. So Linda, I have here friendship and company. And I'm wondering if this is your landlord and his wife. Right now, you're kind of feeling torn about leaving. And, but there's butterflies all around the heads of the 2 women. It could be something else, though. It could be that your friendships here are more meaningful. So you are putting thought and strategy into what you want to do, and they're recognizing that. So you're doing what you need to do in order to make a shift. The second thing is there will be an improved situation if you do so. Oh my God. Yeah. At least climate wise. Oh, there you go. It says here to keep looking up at the light, that you are a light worker. Light dispels the darkness. Keep your inner light shining always. I love that for you. 12 years you've been there.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, they've been trying to bump off each other with their vehicles. Oh my goodness, honey.
I know. The level of some insanity out there.
I know, there really is. That's good, Jake, yeah, lady. Yeah.
Okay. Are we ready for me, or
you're all set to go? Yep.
Okay, Linda. The first card out at the base, and now it's no wonder, is the 8 of Swords. Okay. So this is feeling trapped, and you do. The The crossing on that is the challenge is the 7 of Wands, the tenacity, resistance, ready to fight, defending position, standing your ground. Okay? So that's what's challenging you with feeling restricted and stuck. At the root of it all is the Justice card comes out. Okay? Universal law, cause and effect. What's passing, what's going bye-bye is the 3 of Swords. That's a good sign. That's a good sign. It's in the past position. So sorrow is on the way out. On your mind, you've got the 10 of Wands. Or the 10 of Cups. I'm sorry. 10 of Cups. Look at that with the little children in there in the yard. I love this cup. Hey, I did this all by itself too. I didn't have to put any extras in there. It did good. And then in the future position, we have the 3 of Pentacles. So there's collaboration coming up, for solutions. And at the shadow card that came out was the King of Cups, the visionary. So he might be tied into this collaboration. And then the Knight of Swords is behind that, fast moving. So anyway, there's going to be some movement. I don't know if it'll get solved then, but
I'm sitting here, Linda Bishop, and I'm thinking about the fact that I have an RV spot on my property. So if you could get that thing out here, you have a place to put it, and we've been looking into getting a renter. And I said, I don't know. I just don't know. I don't trust a lot of people, and, but my RV was trashed and we had to get rid of it. And so it's over there. Anyway, just a thought.
This could be the answer to 2 prayers all at once.
Could be.
Pretty cool.
Awesome. Anyway, Miss Sherlock is wondering if she could have a message from her late grandma Helen. And so I'm going to say that you could probably read a message, but she wants to know possible past lives they've shared together. So I'm pulling out my Akashic record.
Past life?
A past life that she may have shared with her grandmother. So if you want to just get a message, I can try to figure out the past life without opening the records, because that would take too long. But Ms. Sherlock, at some point you should have your records opened. And so
link to grandma.
Yeah.
Let me see what I got out here. Where are you at?
So, Miss Shirley, I'm seeing a lifetime in the 1830s, 40s. I don't know. You come west on a wagon train, and she is your mother. You are her daughter. You're a little girl. You're about 10, and you help her with everything. And so one of the divine reasons you were together was that you wanted to both break free in your own unique way, and you felt that moving to the West was going to be something that would be really good for you, because you were hoping to homestead in a Western state, or even in a state like Kansas or Nebraska, or one of those types of state. Didn't have to be all the way to the West. Could be. There were some issues with Native Americans that you had to deal with, but you tried very hard to stay and spend time in solitude, and work within this group of people in the wagon train. You would always, and your grandmother presents as this really tough woman who is doing this on her own without, let's say, maybe lost her husband, and you learned all of that toughness from her in order for you to bond Yeah. And it says that you both treated yourself with the love and abundance that you had for each other. I'm not sure what happens later in this situation, but I do believe that you were able to set up a sort of this homestead with a group of other people, and very close to there was a church there. You would go to church there. And then when you ended up growing, you lived with her. She lived with you, whatever it was, until she passed. So that's what I get. Okay.
I can fit. Okay, I pulled the angels and ancestors. All right, you get a message. And so I pulled the first card, and then I looked at the shadow card, and they seem to walk hand in hand. So what we've got here was a message from the traveler, or your grandma, Helen. Move in a new direction is what we've got here. That's what it says. And I can read a little bit about this. It says, the road you are on may be the road less traveled, but this journey is going to be highly beneficial for your emotional and spiritual growth. If it isn't about covering outer distance, it's about covering distance within, and you will be evolving every single moment of it. Remember to keep things simple and to lighten your load, because that will make your journey more enjoyable. So, hey, there you go. And then the shadow card there was the Lord card, and it says, take charge with authority.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Look at that. I said it was a journey, and I said that they went to the church. Oh, my goodness. Wow.
Yeah, it's right along with your message.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it says sometimes you have to take control in order to be honored. If you feel that your kindness or gifts are being taken for granted, it's time to change this. There is no excuse for bad behavior, and the ancestors are encouraging you to hold your ground and speak your mind in a fiercely loving way. There you go.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I hope that resonated with you, Miss Sherlock. Yeah. All right. So we promised a collective read for the end.
Mm-hmm.
Again, thanks everybody for being with us today.
Yeah,
and
thank you so much.
If you aren't already a subscriber to Loretta's channel, please go over to Mother's Tarot, and her information about her cards that are coming up and her workshop are there. So
yeah, you'll find all that over there.
Yeah.
You can look in the post page.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow. Well, I tried to do my predictions deck here on this. I'm getting that we have a shadow ruler right now, and I think that's Stephen Miller. So, or one of them. Yeah. This is what is really interesting to me. There's going to be a sighting and disclosure. Look at the ET there. They have been watching us, and we're going to sight him, and it's over a big city. So,
all right.
There are some ET people like Paul White Dragon and others that say that some of those are 2 miles long. Can you imagine looking up and seeing a ship that long?
Yeah. Yeah, the motherships you can't see end to end.
Yeah.
If they're over.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, you think so too, Edward? Yeah. I get here, prosperity comes from hard work and a love of life. And so this will help us move into prosperity. They don't want bad things for us. They really don't, because they want us to prosper. God, live long and prosper, right? From Star Trek.
Yeah, I
I
know.
got the chills. I got the chills. Wow.
Okay, I got it.
Yeah, they
Let
are.
me know when it's my turn.
Go ahead.
Am I good to go?
You are.
All right. Well, for the collective, we've got, and I'm using, let's see, ask your soul message card. Okay.
Ooh. Yeah.
It says relinquish fears. This is for the
Mhm.
collective. Relinquish fears, followed by the power of humor. Please, let's not forget the power of humor. Just
Yes.
laugh at these dumbasses.
Yeah.
And then we've got be open to guidance. And then the shadow card is express gratitude. And we can't go wrong by
No, we
following
can't.
any of these. I'm serious.
Yep. Beautiful. Beautiful. I love it. Loretta, thank you for being with me today. Thank you for reaching out to me and telling me about your deck and the workshop that you're offering. If anyone wants any more information, you can watch the beginning of this show again or go to Loretta's channel. And I wish nothing but the best for you in both endeavors. And love you so much. Thank you. And thank you, everybody, for being with us.
Thank you, everyone, for being here.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Bye-bye, everybody. Have a beautiful day.
Yes.
Bye-bye.